Hey everyone, I'll be covering all of the Nintendo Switch's games announced for the second week of February, so let's get started. Skate City captures the heart and soul of street skating in an authentic light. Explore 3 unique cities based off real-world skate locations set to the original lo-fi beats. Casually do tricks and take on challenges with your own customized rider. Hundreds of tricks, combinations, and even more challenges await you when it launches next month. Crash Bandicoot 4 is About Time has been rumored coming to the Switch since its original reveal, and this past week Activision finally decided to make the official reveal that it's coming to the Switch on March 12th. It'll run at 1080p docked and 720p in handheld, aiming for 30 frames per second. However, the textures have been remodeled specifically for the Switch to give it a more fitting cel-shaded look on the hybrid system. Peril on Gorgon is a DLC expansion to the original Outer Worlds that's now available on Switch. This is the first narrative expansion to the award-winning sci-fi RPG from Obsidian, introducing expanded character creation options, more weapons, more locations, and even a new game mode. A new performance patch is also dropping that aims to clear up the game even more. Knight Sephi is granted new abilities after being brought back from the brink of death and Dragon Star Veneer. What soon befalls him is horror and torment in this turn-based RPG. Fight enemies mid-air in a unique vertical-oriented battle system that, depending on your position, your party may be put to a great disadvantage. Perform enough attacks to unleash your dragon's power, or simply become the dragon himself when it launches this spring. Step into the role of intrepid explorers seeking to build homes across the far reaches of the cosmos. Establish colonies by building space stations, managing vital needs like heat, oxygen, and power. Search for valuable resources in uncharted wilds, and do it in a timely manner as an invasion looms near in Base 1. #Drive is an endless driving game inspired by the road action movies from the 70s. As simple as possible, it allows players to pick a car and a place and just hit the road as long as you don't hit anything on your way. No matter where you go and which of the 90 or so cars you choose to take with you, explore and take in the sights and sounds starting February 16th. Drive-By is a cross-play vehicle combat game with a delivery twist. To win, drivers must hustle to do the most deliveries and shake down rival drivers with the most power-ups. Offering 4-player multiplayer either locally or online, use every power-up to your advantage, or if you're ever bested, make revenge the key point for your next spawn. A few weeks ago, Akiba's trip, Hellbound and Debriefed was confirmed for a Switch release in Japan, and this past week, Xseed confirmed that it's also coming to the West this summer. Expanding on the vampire hunting action of the original, this new version not only expands but rebuilds on most of the original's mechanics, taking into account modern sensibilities and different gameplay. Full dual audio with English and Japanese will also be supported. Konami's Solomon program is finally set to launch in Japan February 25th. The strategic RPG lets you combine panels that decide on how your monsters interact with the environment. Move, defend, and attack based on the movesets pre-designed by the boards, and combine strategic RPG elements and story elements for one cohesive experience across a single-player story. Embark on an epic road trip adventure of a lifetime in Summer Catchers. With your trusty wooden car, travel to distant lands full of mysteries, strange creatures, and exciting races in your quest to finally experience the real summer. Mixing unique arcade racing, storytelling, and even rhythm and puzzle elements, uncover mysteries and events on the way to your quest. A neon-lit dystopian cityscape becomes the stage of a thrilling adventure and deep-beauty romance in the cyber-themed visual novel Synergia. The complex personality and experiences of over 20 characters are interwoven across multiple paths that all lead to a wide variety of different endings as you decide if you wish to struggle or take the easy way out. Pecaminosa is a police action RPG based on the film noir concept with a pixel art aesthetic. As John Souza, former detective, is succumbed to the pleasures of alcohol and flesh, you will explore the cities in a unique set of environments, as well as fight against ordinary thieves, chase off criminals, and even engage with the occult. Meet curious creatures and experience their daily lives full of comedy and drama, where fables and urban legends are shared in Harmony's Odyssey. This 3D tile-based game is all about interactive puzzles across 7 distinct worlds filled with myths and lore. Solve riddles and take on a comedic story that unfolds starting this fall. The successful Kickstarter project for Coral Islands has been fully matched and a Switch version is in the works. Dive into the coral reefs and clean up the seabed to make home for rare fish and collect ocean kelp to hone in the quality of the livestock and your crops. Romance, battle, customize, improve, harvest, grow, and even build all your desires when it launches next year. Action Arcade Wrestling brings back everything you love about 90s wrestling games with its own twist and chaos. Join the action and step through the ropes in a fast-paced arcade combat with overly stimulated, pompous bouts, including over 30 playable characters and dozens of combat modes, on top of a Steam Remote Play feature allowing you to share your local matches in online environments with your friends. As evil forces awaken in the darkness, the world needs a team of heroes to save it in Healer's Quest, a lighthearted comedic RPG in which you play the role of the most unappreciated party member in any fantasy realm, the Healer. Join a band of inept misfits and master over 22 spells to carry your scrub squad forward to the end of the game in one piece. Get through mazes without touching the walls and reach the exit portal unscathed and puss. Every level is randomly generated in sequence where every run will vary from one to the other. The game's visuals are based on different elements from like modern art, glitch art, surrealism, psychedelic art, vaporware, and much more. Relax, looking for hidden objects in a gorgeous hand-painted scenery. Underleaves is all about the long journey of world discovery with charming animals and picturesque landscapes, accompanied by relaxing music tailor-made to mellow you out and take in over 9 locations scattered about the world specifically waiting for you. Knight's Retreat is a chess game without any chess. Rearrange your troops and bring in your best knights to back up your kingdom in an abstract medieval world, offering fun across 80 handcrafted levels with increasing complexity and mechanics. Ultra Goodness 2 is a bloody mess of a dynamic, fun, and action game. Your character struggles within the good and evil sides of the world as dark forces are ready to tear it apart to pieces. Use time manipulation tactics and some well-prepared companions to kill enemies and maneuver your way through a hurricane of fireballs. Embody 20 different heroic spirits, equipping gear, mastering skills, and character combinations to fight in turn-based combat. Doom and Destiny Advance is a new adventure and a standalone entry in the Doom and Destiny universe that focuses entirely on a single-player story of you and your friends. Ascend Roboco, the biggest robot factory in the world with your bucket of bolts chibi mech. Rescue over 200 battery bots that await your help across 30 or so handcrafted levels spanning 5 different worlds. The higher you go up this megastructure, the harder the fall. Bishoujo Battle Cyber Panic offers instant gratification of subgenres that both are easy to learn and fun to master. Each run starts with a silhouette of a girl behind a playfield. Dodge enemies while drawing lines and cut away when connected, methodically uncovering the image underneath across 50 or so stages. The retro platformer Halloween Forever pits you against the evil sorcerer plunging the world into a never-ending Halloween where you must embark on an adventure to discover not just Pumpkin Man's destiny, but the answer to the almighty question, why is everything so damn creepy? Void Gore casts you as an ape pilot descending through the levels of hell and getting rich in the process. Survive waves of enemies to reach the next level of malice and despair in typical Schmup fashion. Collect power-ups and face the ever-increasing challenging foes when it launches February 17th. The third game in the series, And Their Homes Were Lost, has you waking up in a dirty prison cell with no memory of who you are and what you did to deserve your current state. Will you escape on your first try or find out who you actually are? The Choice That Matters series is a collection of textbook adventure games similar to Choose Your Past adventure books, but now available on console. Run, jump, and use your jetpack in whimsical forms in Sinucast Attack. Use your pool stick to solve environmental puzzles and shoot pool balls as targets to open doors, flip switches, and activate gimmicks, all to an energetic retro soundtrack. Pick up your pickaxe and plenty of bombs as you set forth on the treacherous dungeon in a pixelated 8-bit style and Cave Bad, a roguelike adventure game combining inspirations from the genre classics with procedural generation to keep every run feeling fresh and unpredictable. And that's what the game announcers will be covering this week. I did get a kick out of a few of the Super Mario 3D World Plus Bowser's Fury reviews, complaining that it's basically a port of a Wii U game. That is such a lazy take to have when it comes to reviewing games, and it's something that I've talked about in the past, when outlets hire lazy writers who have no sense of identity. If you can't judge a game for what it actually is, instead of the noise around it, don't ever bother reviewing it. That review is serving no one any sort of purpose. So with all that said, as per always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate the support, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. See ya!